want me to move that jet down? Oh, motion. Hi, everybody. Welcome into Northland basketball. Welcome tonight to Snowflake High School, the home of the Lobos, as Snowflake gets set to host the Alchesay Falcons in a varsity doubleheader. We'll have the action for you with back-to-back games coming right up right here at the Sports Zone. Welcome into Northland basketball. It is presented by Choice Broadband and some outstanding sponsoring partners of ours that include Sholo Ford, Holbert Family Dentistry, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Beeman Well Drilling, Hatch Concrete, as well as some other great partners of ours here at the Sports Zone, like the Furniture Gallery and Snowflake. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Floyd Simmons, getting set to bring you tonight's action from Lobo Gymnasium. There's head coach Rick Sanchez and his Lady Falcon team that, as he pointed out to me, have played 18 games already this season, and he says if we haven't figured it out by now, it's going to be impossible to figure it out. They're 10-8 overall on the season, and I think that coach would be okay with that, given the level of competition that they have faced this year. And we'll look through their schedule and just a little bit to give you an idea on that. On the other side, that Snowflake Lady Lobos team has had an even more impressive start to their year. They have really jumped out to a good start for Mike Brogan, their head coach. There he is, Coach Brogan. How about a 14-2 record right now for Snowflake as we check in on the national anthem? So the national anthem delivered here at Snowflake High School. Welcome into Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband, along with Sholo Ford, Holbert Family Dentistry, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Thank you as well to Beeman Well Drilling, to Hatch Concrete, to the Furniture Gallery in Snowflake, and all of our outstanding sponsoring partners of Northland basketball. Welcome in tonight to Snowflake High School as the Lobos get set to take on the Alchesay Lady Falcons. The Falcons getting their introduction here tonight, and surprisingly small is the crowd for Alchesay tonight. Normally they'll pack this gymnasium here at Snowflake, but there are a lot of seats remaining, so if you plan to come to the game, you'll find some seats if you get out here to Snowflake, and that's just a little bit unusual. Maybe the 10-8 overall start for the Lady Falcons has something to do with the fact that it's not all that packed, for a team that travels perhaps better than anybody in the entire state of Arizona. The Alchesay Falcons, their home fans, second to none. Meanwhile, Snowflake getting their introduction here at home tonight. We'll look through our list of starters as we get the tip underway here in just a moment, everybody. From Snowflake High School, the Lady Lobos, a 14-2 overall record. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Welcome in. My name is Floyd Simmons. And I also want to mention, for those of you listening on our radio broadcast, you're listening on Mix 98, KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. So a doubleheader about to get on the way on the double. And let's introduce you to the hometown Snowflake Lobos starting lineup. Number 10, Nicole Hips gets a start. Number 24, Renelle West is going to jump center in a moment. One of the more dynamic players in the state, Raya Denhalter, wearing jersey number 1 in the starting lineup. Also, Kennedy Stewart, jersey 3, will start the game tonight. And Taylor Hancock, number 4. It's tipped and controlled by Snowflake. That is to Kennedy Stewart. She immediately hits the wing coming down to the basket. That's Raya Denhalter for the 2 points. And Snowflake has opened up the scoring. 2-0 in the early going here over the Alchesay Lady Falcons. A jump shot goes up, no good, off the left angle from Linnea Lavender, number 12, one of the Alchesay starters. Also starting the game tonight is number 23, Alyssa Jim, a veteran starter of this team. Snowflake will turn it over on a travel. Other starters for Alchesay, Ramona Gregg, number 25 in the lineup. Dribbling right now, Peyton Parker, number 32. And she'll get a return pass. She's got the basketball. And a tip out by the Snowflake defense. And then the final starter is number 20, Danae Pusher. And look at the nice move, the double move inside, but a little too strong off the glass for Alyssa Jim. That shot no good. Snowflake down with the rebound, and the Lobos will look to add to their 2-0 lead here as they take over the basketball in the first quarter. We welcome you back into Snowflake High School, everybody. Game 1 of our broadcast doubleheader tonight. And a 3 on the way from the right angle. That's no good for Snowflake, but Renelle West is right there to clean it up with the offensive rebound, and she's got the bucket off the Nicole Hips miss. And it's 4-0 Snowflake in the early going. Alchesay into front court. Peyton Parker has it. Bounce to the left side. And a lob inside that Renelle West tips away, but it is gathered in by Peyton Parker. And a scramble for a loose ball. Kennedy Stewart able to get a hold of it for Snowflake, and the Lobos will race it up the floor. Stewart, pump fake on the 3, swing it around, it's tipped. And the Falcons, will they have it? Jump ball. Pretty good job by the Snowflake defense to disrupt things and force the loose ball. But it is the Falcons that end up with the basketball. In the paint it goes. Alyssa Jim with the left hand. She curled into the basket, but he did not fall for her. And Snowflake will end up unscathed defensively on that last Alchesay possession. So back to the Lobos. Hips inside, Denhalter's shot no good. Renelle West, she got the rebound, missed the shot, scrambled for it, and Hancock comes up with it for the Lady Lobos. So Snowflake back in business with a full shot clock. To Kennedy Stewart on the left angle. She will dribble, stop at the elbow, back outside. Snowflake operating now with 12 on the shot clock. Stewart to the baseline. Goes under, and she's going to skip a pass beyond the outstretched hands of her teammate. Hancock couldn't get to it. So with 5 minutes and 1 second on the clock in the first quarter, Snowflake has built a 4-0 lead here over the Alchesay Lady Falcons. And this broadcast of Northland basketball, inbound for Alchesay after the Snowflake turnover. And they're going to bring it into front court. Peyton Parker to Ramona Gregg. Peyton's got it back, and she is going to try to work against the defender, Harley Nichols, who just came into the game for Snowflake. Harley is checked in. Also in for Snowflake is Haley Westover. A jump shot goes up. Falcons come up empty on that, and a rebound to Nichols. Over to Stewart into front court. She'll hand it off to Nichols, who gets her pocket picked. Stolen by Peyton Parker, and it's a 2-on-2 up the floor. Contact and 2 shots on the way for Peyton. No, take it back. That's an offensive foul on Peyton. She must have led with the elbow. I didn't see it from my vantage point. But the official, who had a little better angle than I did, whistles that as a player control foul. And the first foul whistled into this game. It took almost a half a quarter to get a whistle for a foul. And we go back to work here. Top of the key, Kennedy Stewart. To Hips, inside it goes. And the turnaround shot off the glass is no good for Haley Westover. But she's going to battle for the rebound and tie it up, make it a jump ball. And Snowflake will have it again on an inbound coming up. Taylor Hancock returns to the Snowflake lineup. She replaces Nicole Hips, and also into the game for her first action for Alchesay is Leah Lupi. Inbound to Denhalter. We're going to get an offensive foul on Snowflake. And it was on a screen being set by Haley Westover. Westover's first foul of the game. So 3:58 on the clock on the inbound for the Falcons. Here it comes into front court. Got a little taste of the conversation there. As you get the first points of the game, they finally come for Alyssa Jim more than halfway into the quarter. Falcons are on the board. And they have cut that lead for Snowflake in half. So, in spite of the fact that it took them a while to score, defensively they've done well enough to keep Snowflake from breaking out in this first quarter. So, you know, a 4-2 game is just nothing to be worried about. Pass inside to Jim. It was a little off the mark, and it's broken up by Raya Denhalter. And then Snowflake is going to get the ball into front court for a transition attempt. And the shot there no good for Westover. Or it's Nichols, pardon me. Nichols under the basket, couldn't make the shot. Entry pass inside is knocked away again by Denhalter. Already Raya, who has chipped in with one basket so far today offensively for Snowflake, but Raya has been a disruptive force out there defensively for Snowflake. And she'll get a rest. She comes out of the game. Nichols leaves as well. And Taylor Hancock will set to throw it in. Oh, by the way, a moment ago, Hannah Quintero got whistled for her first foul of the game for the Falcons. Under 3 minutes on the clock in the first quarter, and a turnaround near the basket. A little 6-7 foot turnaround is good for Rennell West. Snowflake's lead is up to 6-2. A ball that tips off West's hands into Ramona Gregg's hands for the Falcon basket. And while they worked at trying to get the turnover get the takeaway on the inbound, but Snowflake's able to ultimately control. Now a pass that is deflected and broken up. Snowflake will have it and get it outside to West. Nicole Hipp swings it around to Hancock. And into the game is number 11, Lacey Ballard. JC Ballard. And there's JC right there. Inside with the ball to Westover. And now Hips on the baseline for the shot. It was a little flat on the shot, but boy, it was perfect. Wasn't it? And Nicole's got her first bucket of the game for Snowflake as we go under 2 minutes on the clock in the first quarter. Minute 48 right now. Pass inside to Alyssa Jim off the glass. The shot is good for the Falcons, and they're going to the foul line on a Snowflake foul. Count the bucket and count the foul as the second of the game on Haley Westover for Snowflake. So I'm sure coach is going to relieve her of duty, and he does. She'll check out. Raya Denhalter back in for Snowflake, and a chance right here to make it a 1-point game with Alyssa Jim at the line. She made the free throw, and now a chance for the three-point play. And she makes good on it. So Snowflake leads it 8-7. There it is, corrected on your scoreboard graphic. Whistle in backcourt. Falcons foul. It'll be their third team foul, and the lady that gets called is Miley Burnett. Miley recently checked into the game. Hannah Quintero is out there, number 45 for the Falcons. So is Leah Lupi, number 42. You've got Alyssa and Ramona in the middle, the lower part of that zone defense for the Falcons. Here's a shot up and rebounded by Gregg off a Snowflake miss. to Quintero into front court. Picks up her dribble. And a dangerous pass that is retained by Miley Burnett outside to Quintero, and Snowflake's man-to-man defense playing pretty tough. Look at that great backdoor pass. Somehow Ramona found Alyssa, and Alyssa Jim has another bucket. She's got 7 points in the first quarter for the Falcons, and they have grabbed the lead for the first time here in the game. But Denhalter gets it back in transition for Snowflake. That's why in moments like that, coaches like to call that timeout, right? Try to keep the other team from coming right back. You played spirited, you came back, you got the lead. Coach Sanchez opted not to spend a timeout right in there in that moment, and who knows, maybe, even though it's early on in the game, maybe he would like to go back and get that again as you watch Alyssa get the lead for the Falcons on the replay, and then the other direction, Raya Denhalter beats the defense back to give Snowflake another lead of 10-9 now at this point, and a 5-second call on the inbound attempt for the Falcons. Good defense by Snowflake to force that 5-second call, and the inbound comes into Kennedy Stewart for the Lady Lobos. We get to now 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Hancock on the right angle to Denhalter, and she will try to force a pass into double coverage defense surrounding Rennell West. It's tipped out by the Falcons. That'll stop the clock with 28 seconds on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Inbound, Stewart wide open in the corner, and the shot is going to skip off no good. Rebounded by Hancock and then taken away by the Falcons. Miley Burnett ripped it away, and then in backcourt, Nicole Hips commits a Snowflake foul. Hips whistled for her first foul of the game. That is the 4th team foul on Snowflake. And actually, I think that's actually the third foul on Snowflake, with 4 fouls on the Falcons. I could be wrong. Look at Denhalter's hustle. Wow. And she is finally going to be able to help Snowflake come up with the ball. Kennedy Stewart at the buzzer. Shot no good. Snowflake 10, Alchesay 9. What a great start to this game. Broadcast doubleheader tonight here from Snowflake. Stand by for more Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. We're back right after this.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Ten to 9, our score. Second quarter about to get underway here. The inbound for Snowflake. They'll bring it in, and checking into the game is Claire Reed, number 22 for the Lobos. Takes the inbound pass. We are underway with Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. Snowflake will tip this one in. But Quintero controls momentarily for the Falcons. Her outlet pass is going to skip into the Snowflake bench. And a turnover. There's Coach Mike Brogan on your screen right there, urging his ladies on with their 1-point lead. And a pass that is intercepted. Good grab, by the way, by Quintero at the end of it, but the interception was Hannah Quintero. Well, this is Quintero with it, and she'll drop a pass inside to the baseline. That is going to produce a missed shot by Agnesia Sanchez. Here's Agnesia, number 35 in the game, somewhere there in the middle of your screen. Falcons have Agnesia in the lineup to start the quarter. There goes Leah Lupi checking out. She started the second quarter, but now it's Coyote Nashio, who has checked in. She wears number 4 for the Falcons. Here's a 3 on the way, and his shot is good. And that's Haley Nichols, connecting her first shot of the game. And the first 3 that we've seen in the game for these two teams. Well, try to answer it. Ramona Gregg will miss for the Falcons. Number 25, Ramona, starts this quarter for the team. Also out there for the Falcons, number 10, Miley Burnett. As this turnaround is up there and no good for Snowflake, you're going to get a whistle on the Falcons. And it was Ramona inside trying to work for that rebound. She ends up getting her first foul of the game. It's a shooting foul. Raya Denhalter goes to the line for the Lady Lobos. And that's not Raya, by the way. That is Josie Clare. And I've been guilty of calling Josie Raya, and maybe Raya Josie, a few times this year. It's been pointed out to me. That is Josie right there, Josie Clare. The freshman for Snowflake, unable to hit on either one of her free throw tries. Rebound down to the Falcons. So let's check those other Lady Falcons out there. Alyssa Jim, number 23 in their lineup right now. That would be well, how about number 12, Linnea Lavender. Linnea going to miss that shot right there. And those are your Falcons on the floor for Snowflake. The rebound there coming down to number 22, Claire Reedhead. Her long pass is tipped and broken up. Picked up by number 2 there. That's Josie Clare. And high off the glass, a shot no good for Harley Nichols, number 21. Also for Snowflake in the lineup is number 12, Bryn Kupfer. And then this lady picks up the point defensively there, J.C. Ballard, number 11 for the Lobos. So that's, I think, a pretty young lineup, and none of those are original starters for Snowflake on the floor. And just as I say that, here comes the entire batch of the original Snowflake 5 checking back in for Coach Brogan with a 4-point lead and a timeout on the floor. We'll take one. Here the score is 13-9 Snowflake in front of Alchesay. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Whistle and a foul on the Snowflake defender. That is Taylor Hancock, who gets called for the blocking foul. Inbound on the way for the Alchesay Falcons. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband. 5:42 on the clock in the second quarter. The Mount Mobile Auto Glass halftime report at the break. Our score here, Snowflake 13, Alchesay 9, and this will be a blocking foul on, no, it's going to be a foul on Snowflake. Ran through the screen. The lady that committed the foul, Nicole Hips, her second foul of the game. Northland basketball right here from Snowflake. The Lobos taking on Alchesay. Girls game underway here now. The boys game will follow the back half of our doubleheader tonight, and that's picked off by Renelle West. Snowflake gears up the offense. West at the free throw line, put it on the floor, and had it knocked away. Good defense. I think the hands that got in there belonged to Coyote Nashio. Nashio's got the ball now. Drive around that defense and found a lane around the left side of the lane. And Nashio's got her first points of the game for the Falcons. Back to Snowflake now with 5 minutes on the clock here in the second quarter. Looking for somebody, swinging around, and that's going to be broken up, the pass, but Snowflake Scoops it back up inside to Denhalter, and she is fouled hard. That'll be a foul on Ramona Gregg, her second of the game. And while they get ready to shoot 2 shots, let's take a timeout, everybody. Stand by. We'll return to Snowflake. Watch the action on the small screen there. This is Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Well, Snowflake's Raya Denhalter missed both her foul shots. The Lobos are 0 for 4 at the line in the first half of this game. And with the rebound, here comes Kennedy Stewart. She stops 8 feet out. Shot no good. Falcons with the basketball. Down 4. Nashio turns inside. Too strong off the backboard. Kennedy Stewart, another rebound for Snowflake. And she'll work the left hand up the floor, inside to Denhalter. She goes around that defender for the 2. Raya's got 6 first half points for the Lady Lobos. They're in front by 6. Ball at the top of the key. Nashio with it. Looking for the screen, and now she'll go to the basket. She beat the defender, beat Kennedy Stewart right to the basket, and made the left hand look easy. It's a 4-point game again. Snowflake in front, 17-13 in this girls' game. And the Lobos want a timeout. We'll grab one as well. Stand by, everybody. Back to the first half here from Snowflake in a moment. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook, or call 928-524-6854.
Raya Denhalter delivers after an offensive rebound. She gets the shot inside for Snowflake. The Lobos are back in front 19-13 here in the first half. In the second quarter of this broadcast of Northland basketball, it's presented by Choice Broadband. And here comes Peyton Parker stopping on the baseline. She'll deliver it to Ramona. No, that's Alyssa Jim in the paint. Nice left hand. Turned around the defender and scooped it up there. And Alyssa has 9 points in the first half for the Lady Falcons. 4-point difference. Denhalter attacks. The shot is good. Count that. And the foul for the Lady Lobos. And the whistle is on Alyssa Jim. Well, Alyssa made the shot on the other end and then tried to get back defensively. Ends up committing her first foul. Watch Denhalter go to work and get that nice little spin up there. Had a lot of spin on it, didn't it? And with 2:41 on the clock in the second quarter, the lefty at the line hits it for the 3-point play, and Raya has 11 in the game for the Lady Lobos. She's got half their points. They lead 22-15. And the ball out of bounds. Mishandled over there on that far end by the Lady Falcons. They turn it over, and with 2:29 here remaining in the first half of the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report coming up at the break. Snowflake has the basketball. Stewart from the corner inside to Rennell West. She tried to deke like she was going to the middle of the paint and then went back under the basket. It didn't work out. Now Denhalter loses the handle, and we have a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call that on. They call that foul on Haley Westover. 3 fouls in the game on Haley. And I'm looking, and there's no Haley Westover. She is not on the floor right now. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I saw the official indicate number 5, but there is no number 5 on the floor, so I saw something wrong there. It looks like the official scorekeeper has the right designation. Raya Denhalter, who was in the middle of that scrape, is the one that gets called for the foul. Snowflake is looking to get somebody else into the game here. In a moment, this lineup out there, this rotation has been out there for quite a bit of time, about 5 straight minutes, so we haven't seen any change, and they're starting to get a little gassed right now. Free throw no good for Alyssa Jim on the 1-and-1. Well, there's no 1-and-1, it's bonus. Now here comes Haley Westover into the lineup. Alyssa missed and will miss again. She has shot all 3 of the Falcon free throws in the first half, and she has 1 out of 3. Hancock, the runner, no good. Rebound, and Nicole Hips right there to put it in for the Lady Lobos. Their lead is 9 right now. Biggest lead of the first half for Snowflake has been 9 points. Alyssa rather, missed that shot. Controlled by Alchesay, but the shot from the left side for the knee pusher is no good. Is it Denis or is that Danny? Somebody out there's got to know, right? Snowflake can't get points on their trip down. Falcons, as we approach now a minute remaining in the first half, they really could use something about right now. Lobos bring Josie Clare back into their lineup. Also on the floor for Snowflake is J.C. Ballard, number 11. And that'll be a blocking foul near the baseline. Snowflake's defender Claire Reedhead, number 22 there, gets called for the foul. That is team foul. Well, we're past bonus, so that's 2 shots. The officials will get it right here in a second. And they get the directions from the bench. That'll be 2 shots for the Falcons. And going to the foul line is Linnea Lavender. Linnea missed the first free throw, and she'll get another right here. Also no good off the back iron. Rebounded by Reedhead. Over to Kennedy Stewart. Double teamed at backcourt. Gets it across to Reedhead. Stops for a 3-point try. No good. Tipped down and put back by J.C. Ballard for her first points of the game. And now the biggest lead of the game for Snowflake. 11 points right now. Deep from downtown. It's going to be no good out there. The shot attempt for Lavender wouldn't go in. We've got less than 20 seconds in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report in just a few moments. There's a steal. Hannah Quintero has it, and she's facing 3 defenders. Great behind the back dribble into front court. 5 seconds on the clock. Nashio puts it up and knocks a big 3 down for the Falcons. Time will end in the first half. And a couple of baskets there toward the end of the quarter for Alchesay will help their cause. And instead of going into halftime down by 11, they'll go down by 8. Snowflake a 26-18 halftime lead over the Alchesay Lady Falcons. And we'll talk about it on the Mountain Mobile Autoglass halftime report in a few moments. Stand by, Sports Zone Nation. We'll grab a timeout and return to Snowflake in a moment. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Autoglass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Autoglass Cashback. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
It is halftime. Welcome back to Snowflake, everybody. The Lady Lobos in front of the Alchesay Falcons. 26-18 is our halftime score. Welcome into our broadcast of Northland basketball. Snowflake, they got the early lead. In that second quarter, the Falcons battled their way into the lead early on, but Snowflake outscored Alchesay 16-9 in the quarter to grab this halftime lead, and the Lobos are led by Raya Denhalter. And not a big surprise, to be honest with you. So many times we have seen Raya, really almost taking over basketball games. And so she's had another really good first half Tonight for the Lobos, 11 points to lead the scoring. The only lady in double figures on either one of these rosters. Rennell West just played well down in the low post for Snowflake. 6 points for Rennell. Nicole Hips has 4 points. Harley Nichols hit the only 3 of the first half for the Lobos, and she's got 3 points. JC Ballard has 2 points in the game. Falcons have only managed 3 ladies in the scoring column. Alyssa Jim with a very good first half, 9 points for Alyssa. Coyote Nashio has 7 points, and Ramona Gregg with 2 points in that first half. For the Falcons, Falcons came into the game tonight with an overall 10-8 record. And it's just kind of been back and forth. They had at one point a 3-game losing streak early in the season. They came off that with a 4-game winning streak, and then it was 3 more in a row in the loss column. And they come into this game right here having won 3 in a row, including a 48-38 win over Sabino. They also beat Push Ridge Academy 39-35. This was tournament play that they just came off of at the end of December. They beat Buena, another Tucson team, 51-30. So I would say that they feel pretty good about where they are at the moment, season-wise, but where they are at the moment, game-wise. They want to get a little bit of work done in this upcoming second half. Coach Sanchez will have his ladies working on that. Down by 8 right now, the Lady Lobos season. How about Snowflake? 14-2. And that includes a current winning streak of 11 games. Yeah, they won 11 in a row, and they just won a tournament, I believe. Champions of the tournament that they just played here in the winter time. Hey, by the way, anybody out there getting any snow? That's a question I have for you. Any snow coming down in northeast Arizona? I know that there is a forecast chance of snow. You can mention that if you want on the Sports Zone's live chat of our broadcast. And by the way, you might want to go onto that broadcast and start live chatting with us a little bit, because guess what we're going to do? We're going to give away tickets to the Phoenix Suns, an upcoming Suns game. We have a pair of tickets for an upcoming Suns game to give away during this game, and we'll have a pair of tickets as well for an upcoming game that we'll give away during the boys' game. And I can't tell you what those games are, unfortunately. We don't exactly know yet what those games are going to be, but we've got tickets to give, and we're going to do that. So in the second half of this one, and also in the boys' game coming up, we're giving away tickets to the Phoenix Suns. So stick around for it, okay? Second half on the way next. We wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Back with that second half here on our broadcast of Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Have you heard the big news? At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, we are bigger and better than ever. With our newly expanded emergency room facility and capabilities, we are even better equipped to handle your urgent needs with the care and efficiency you deserve. Discover the new standard in healthcare right in your backyard. Choose White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, where specialized and emergency care are now within reach.
We're back into it, everybody. We welcome you back to Snowflake High School, our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball, an exclusive product and brand of the Sports Zone, Simmons Media Group. And here tonight from Snowflake, the Lady Lobos taking on the Alchesay Falcons. Game one of our broadcast doubleheader. The whistle, the inbound, and we're underway in the second half of this broadcast of Northland basketball, brought to you by Choice Broadband. Floyd Simmons here on the call for the Sports Zone. And a chance here in the second half of this girls' game for you to win some tickets, Phoenix Suns tickets. How do you like that idea? There is Nicole Hips with great defense to tip the ball away into Taylor Hancock's hands. And now Nicole will have it knocked away. And the favor returned to her on the other end by Ramona Gregg, who got popped in the mouth right there. Good job defensively by Ramona for the Falcons. But she also paid a little price for it, and Snowflake will turn it over, lose it out of bounds right in front of their own bench. 29 seconds into it. Coach Mike Brogan leads this Snowflake Lady Lobos program, and his team in front 26-18 to start this third quarter. Falcons will get it. And we'll check their lineup as they try to wrap a pass around that's broken up by Ronell West. Falcons end up with it, but lose it eventually. Raya Denhalter will open up the second half scoring after scooping up a loose ball right there for the Lady Lobos. And Raya has 13 points to lead everybody in scoring here tonight in Snowflake. Number 32, Peyton Parker, starting the second half for Coach Rick Sanchez and the Alchesay Lady Falcons. Number 23, Alyssa Jim right there, missing her first second half shot. Ramona Gregg, number 25, starts the half for the Falcons, as does number 12, Linnea Lavender, and number 32, Peyton Parker, a part of the lineup out there. Also one more lady out there, Danae Pusher. Danae Pusher is in the starting lineup for Coach Sanchez. The Falcons get another opportunity. Parker pushes it up, rolls it over and in. Good looking finish. Boy, that ball just barely eked its way over the iron into the basket. And the Falcons needed that too, and they'll get the ball back. Ramona Gregg rebounds the miss from Denhalter. Falcons bring it up. Parker throws it across the paint. Now they work it inside to Alyssa. The turnaround no good there, but Ramona's there for an offensive rebound, and the try is no good. And after a Snowflake rebound, is it going to be Snowflake whistled? No, I thought it would be the Falcons, and it was. It was Alyssa Jim. And 2 fouls in the game now on the Falcons, Alyssa Jim. Snowflake starts Kennedy Stewart, number 3 in the second half. Raya Denhalter, number 1. Also jersey number 24, that is Ronell West. Here comes Nicole Hips to receive the inbound pass. She starts the second half, and she takes the pass in from number 4, Taylor Hancock. And the Lobos push it across. Hancock on the angle left side. Hips right side to Stewart. Back to Hancock. Looks inside and has her pass tipped away, but got it back. Snowflake keeps it alive. 3 on the way. Stewart from downtown, no good there. Denhalter. Tall for the rebound. And Snowflake controls. And that'll be a travel. Quick little jab step right there by Hips, and she turns it over. So here in the half, we're giving away Phoenix Suns tickets, a pair of Suns tickets. And I've got an idea on how to do that. Well, I'll tell you what, I've got my idea for the boys' game. For this girls' game, I have to give it a little more thought about the challenge we want to present you to win those tickets. Here we go, Snowflake up the floor, and that pass was an in-betweener out there to the wing to Hancock, and Snowflake turns it over. Checking in for Coach Brogan, and Snowflake is number 11, J.C. Ballard. Ballard into the lineup for the Lobos. 4:58 on the clock in the third quarter. At the end of the game, we announced the Sports Zone's Player of the Game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And if you want to find out how to save big with services at White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and they do so many different things. I mean, just almost any medical service you want. You can check with them to find out what they can do for you. Go to MD Save, the website MD Save, and find out about pricing on the services that you need from White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And find out how much more advantageous it is to keep your business right here on the mountain in the White Mountains, go to Springerville, than it is to go down to the valley. And that's going to be a foul, I believe, on Rennell West right there. She came down pretty hard with that right hand and trying to get the rebound. So 2 fouls in the game now on Rennell. She will go out of the game for Snowflake. Coming in is Haley Westover, number 5. Westover checking in for Snowflake, and a timeout on the floor. 4:15 on the clock. Second half of this game. Stand by. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Our thanks to Show Low Ford as they help us bring you Northland basketball. An exclusive presentation of the Sports Zone. And we've got 4:15 on the clock here in the third quarter with the Falcons setting to inbound the ball. They beckon Nicole Hips into the game, and there goes Taylor Hancock. Interesting that was not done directly out of the timeout. Also into the game, this time for the Falcons, is Hannah Quintero, number 45. Snowflake, for a moment, they've got the basketball on a takeaway, and the Falcons are going to get whistled. Alyssa Jim picks up her third foul of the contest. It was J.C. Ballard who came up with that ball for the Lobos. Inbound for Snowflake. Kennedy Stewart tracks it down, and on a nice little pivot, gets it across for Snowflake. Inside to Denhalter. A lot of physicality underneath, and then ultimately a whistle and a foul. And the lady that committed the foul was Linnea Lavender, her first foul of the game. For the Falcons, 3:50 on the clock in the third quarter. If you're listening on radio, thanks for being there with us across the White Mountains on Mix 98 KRFM Show Low, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. At the free throw line, the left-handed shooting Raya Denhalter, and if there is any indictment on her game, hey, by the way, let's just spend a moment and flash a graphic up there. Take a look at Mike Budenholzer, head coach of the Phoenix Suns. Mike just picked up his 500th career win as an NBA head coach. How about that, huh? Tell me you're not proud of Mike Budenholzer, the Holbrook High School graduate, current head coach of the Phoenix Suns. In the middle of a $55 million contract to coach the Suns. You gotta love that part of it, I think, as much as anything. Congratulations to Mike on that 500th win that just came for him at the helm of the Suns. And there is a shot block on defense, and they're going to say that was clean all the way, getting that block defensively. Linnea Lavender, watch this come from behind. Yeah, that was pretty clean. Inbound Snowflake. Denhalter, mid-range jump shot is good off the inbound. (31-20). Renelle West comes into the game for Snowflake. She replaces Raya. And after the scramble for that basketball, the Falcons will throw it in. You're listening live and local in the White Mountains on radio on Mix 98, KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of the Sports Zone. And there's another quick whistle and a foul, and the lady that committed this was, looks like Renelle West, and 3 in the game on Renelle. Trying to draw a foul. Backing her way down was Lavender, and looks like a turnover. Turnover on the Falcons. 11 points. Snowflake advantage. Hancock. Trouble in backcourt. Got to get it across. Stewart just beats the 10-second countdown. Kennedy left side to Hancock for a 3. No good. Inside Renelle West, who misses. Got it back. Misses on the turnaround. Snowflake with the rebound. Ballard. Finally, Snowflake gets something out of that. The shot is good. Basket made. Timeout taken. Standby. 2:41 left third quarter. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Your neighbors and friends won't have to fake their enthusiasm over your new wall. With the durability and strength of precast Verticrete walls from Hatch Concrete is a solid investment. Enhance your property's value with a 2-sided decorative concrete wall that's as stylish as it is affordable. No yearly repairs or restaining needed. Request a free estimate from Hatch Concrete today, where quality isn't just a name, but a tradition.
Imagine watching your favorite team without a comfy couch to leap from when your team scores that winning touchdown, or a table for all of your favorite game time snacks, or even a media center to display your TV. Unthinkable. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, brings only the best to make your game time experience a winner. The Furniture Gallery will help make your house into a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Two minutes and 41 seconds remain in the third quarter of this one. Snowflake 33, Alchesay 20 in the girls' game. We'll have the boys' game coming up. Falcons turn it over. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. Let's see, somebody commenting on our live chat said, no snow here in Tuba City, just wind. Just wind. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? 2-on-1. Renelle West off the glass, no good. Got it back, shot good this time. Wow. Yeah, Renelle's game is getting better all the time. And 15-point lead for Snowflake, their biggest of the game. Timeout taken by the Alchesay Falcons. We'll stay right here through the timeout and remind you of a couple of things. As Coach Sanchez wants to work some things out with his Lady Falcons, remind you that our next broadcast of Northland basketball, besides our upcoming second game of this doubleheader tonight here in Snowflake, our next broadcast is in 2 nights. On Thursday, we will go to Chinle. Chinle hosts Ganado. And we'll have that for you Thursday night from the Wildcat Den. Then on Friday, back here to Snowflake. Snowflake takes on Holbrook in a broadcast doubleheader, 3A East basketball. And we'll have that for you Friday night. Then on Saturday, we're back up north to Ganado. Ganado hosting Tuba City this coming Saturday night. That's our upcoming broadcast schedule of Northland basketball, presented by Choice Broadband. So here's how we're going to give away some tickets. Are you ready for this? Phoenix Suns tickets. Here's how you win. Mike Budenholzer is the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. You know he'd do a pretty good job at Snowflake too, wouldn't he? But I meant to say Phoenix Suns. So Mike Budenholzer, the head coach of the Phoenix Suns. I grew up with Mike in Holbrook, and I played sports for years and years with Mike, and Mike was always so great. As you watch the transition bucket for J.C. Ballard Well done by the Lady Lobos. Mike played every sport there is to play, and he pretty much excelled at everything. I don't care what it was, football, basketball. Boy, nice job right there by Quintero. Much needed basket for the Falcons, but they're still down 15. That 17-point lead before the basket. Now Snowflake's biggest of the game. Here comes Alyssa Jim into the Falcon lineup, and Raya Denhalter comes back in for Snowflake. So Mike played, every sport there is to play. He was great as a football player. He was pretty good as a baseball player. Baseball's, a very, very difficult sport. Mike was okay. Maybe the least of his sports, but tremendous football player, basketball player. He was a great tennis player. I played a lot of tennis with Mike growing up. He was a great volleyball player. So you watch that fast break basket, good for Nicole Hips. Mike was good at bowling. He was great at golf. Tremendous golfer. Still to this day a tremendous golfer. Mike Budenholzer. All right. So here's your question. As a basketball player for the Holbrook Roadrunners growing up, what jersey number did Mike Budenholzer wear with the Holbrook Roadrunners? Alyssa Jim just committed a foul for the Falcons, and that's not her, I guess. Sorry, Alyssa. It was actually Peyton Parker, her second foul. Peyton is the granddaughter of the head coach, Rick Sanchez. Oh, look at this. Great ball movement, pass. Keeping the ball floating, and boy, hardly touched the ground there, didn't it? Renell West finishing up. Now Snowflake fouling. I think it's Renell that just committed the foul after making the basket a moment ago. It is, and Renell's got 4 in the game now. We've got 1:07 remaining third quarter. So the question to you is, what jersey number did Mike Budenholzer wear playing basketball for the Holbrook Roadrunners? What jersey number do you think? And if you'll, the way you answer is to comment on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel live chat. Give us a comment there and let us know what you think the answer is. And we'll put you in to our drawing. As the ball comes in for Alchesay, inside to Nashio, and then she drops a pass a little lower to Alyssa Jim, who was fouled. 2 shots on the way for Alyssa. What number do you think Mike wore? Here's Alyssa Jim at the line, Raya Denhalter. Anybody who gets the correct answer is going to go into a drawing for tickets at the end of the game. Denhalter has 2 personal fouls for Snowflake. Alyssa Jim with exactly a minute remaining in the quarter hits a foul shot for the 10-8 Lady Falcons. 10-8 the overall record for the Falcons coming into the game. Snowflake came in 14-2. How do you like that, huh? 14-2, and they just won a tournament just prior to returning to action here in January. Kennedy Stewart launches a 3 for the Lobos. Missed that shot. Nashio with the long rebound for the Falcons. Under 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Snowflake by 17 and tipped out by Stewart. So go to our Sports on Radio live chat and tell us what number you think Mike Budenholzer wore playing basketball for the Holbrook Roadrunners. Way back in the 80s, he is a graduate of the class of 1988 at Holbrook High School. And for many years, he was the all-time leading scorer in Holbrook history as Alyssa Jim scores for the Falcons. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Snowflake pushing it up. Stewart in the paint. And her shot is going to bounce in. Good for the Lobos. Last shot. Nope, not going to get it away. It ends like this, 43-26 at the end of the third quarter. Snowflake in front of Alchesay. Go to our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel live chat and give us your answer and try to win some tickets. Anybody who does get it right will go into a little drawing and we'll figure out who gets some Phoenix Suns tickets. Stand by. It's Northland Basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Show Low Ford. Show Low Ford has the best deals. Not only does Show Low Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Show Low Ford sells the best at the best price. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
Back to start the fourth quarter. Welcome back in, everybody, to Snowflake High School. And our broadcast of Northland basketball at the Sports Zone. It's presented by Choice Broadband. Pass comes inside to Den Halter. Back outside for Snowflake as this fourth quarter gets underway. Snowflake missed on their first shot attempt, but they got it back. And Stewart, with a little jumper from the left side, missed that. Den Halter, Snowflake offensive rebound. Too many opportunities being allowed by the Falcon defense right here for Snowflake. On the right angle, it's Nicole Hips, and inside to Den Halter, shot blocked by Ramona Gregg. But the Lobos ultimately get points out of it by keeping it alive, and Taylor Hancock gets her first bucket of the game for the Lobos. Their lead is 19 points, a 45-26 score here with the fourth quarter underway. Snowflake leading the Alchesay Lady Falcons here in this, the first game of our doubleheader. Thank you to Show Low Ford for their sponsorship coverage of Northland basketball. Thank you as well to the Furniture Gallery in Snowflake, to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for working with us here at the Sports Zone, and a takeaway for the Falcons. Quintero will get it knocked out by Kennedy Stewart coming up from behind. Well, some comments on our live chat. Thank you for those out there who have commented. George Marcus says, been watching your channel for 3 years now, currently living in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin, originally from Wind River Reservation in Wyoming. Always good to see other Native teams live on YouTube. Well, George Marcus, good to meet you, and thanks for commenting. Thanks for checking in on the live chat there, and thanks for being part of our broadcast out there. And I got to tell you, my son goes to school. Our technical director on this game, David Simmons, is a current college student at Carroll University down the road from Wisconsin Dells. That's in near Milwaukee and Waukesha, Wisconsin. And when I visited David back during the fall, we took a drive to Wisconsin Dells, beautiful place. We wanted to check out the water parks because Wisconsin Dells is famous for water parks. As the ball comes rolling off on a shot attempt by Alyssa Jim, she'll go to the foul line. Snowflake sends her there, and the lady that gets the foul call is Raya Denhalter. 3 fouls in the game on Raya. A 19-point Snowflake advantage with Alyssa Jim at the foul line. Yes, Northland basketball. Snowflake, Alchesay. You're live at Lobo Gymnasium, and thank you to Choice Broadband for the sponsorship coverage here at the Sports Zone. Alyssa to the line. She leads Alchesay scoring with 13 points in the game. And this shot is going to rim off there, no good. So, George Marcus, we drove around the Wisconsin Dells area, and there's a place called Christmas Village. I believe I got that right. Christmas Village, Christmas Mountain, maybe it's called, I don't know. And it was an awesome place. The whole place was beautiful. We loved it. And I think we're going to be planning a big trip for some water park action in the summertime. And we'll see how that goes, but a whistle and a foul on Linnea Lavender. Linnea's second foul of the game. And the first team foul in the fourth quarter on the Falcons. They'll get, Snowflake will set to inbound the ball. Also a big hello to Larry Titus, the former principal here at Snowflake High School, and one of my former football and baseball coaches in Holbrook a long time ago. Coach Titus, Larry Titus, checked in, as he often does from his current home in Maryland. He says that it is snow. There is snow and cold in Maryland. I think Rennell just fouled out of the game. I think. Yeah, that's the 5th foul of the game on Rennell. So Rennell leaves the game for Snowflake. And it's going to take a moment. I don't know who they're trying to get into the game. There's a 15-second count off for some reason. And at the end of 15, Renelle West will check in for Snowflake. She was busy on the bench trying to get something done. I don't know what it was. I saw her drinking some water. I saw that happening. But anyway, we go back to the action. Alchesay the inbound. Mr. Titus checking in. Larry Titus says, snow and cold here in Maryland. Great job to both Mike B. That's Mike Budenholzer, Coach Budenholzer of the Phoenix Suns, and the Lobos. Wants to give a shout out to the Lobos as that shot is good inside. I think that was Nashio, though I'm not positive in the middle of that. I'm going to give the credit to Nashio, unless our camera flashes a picture of somebody else out there. There's Nashio right there on your screen. She will get the credit for the Falcon bucket a moment ago. Happy New Year, Floyd, says Mr. Titus, and thank you for that, Coach. Shot is up there, no good for Snowflake. Rebound, Ramona Gregg. And with 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in regulation, the Falcons go back up the floor. Alyssa Jim the miss. Gregg the rebound. And it looks like fouled. Maybe fouled before the shot. And it is Snowflake's Josie Clare with a personal foul. And no shot. Asking you to comment on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube live chat. On the live chat, comment and tell us what jersey number you think Mike Budenholzer wore as a high school player for the Holbrook Roadrunners back in his day, back in the 80s. What jersey number did Mike wear for Holbrook? Comment, and anybody that gets it right will go into our drawing for tickets to the Phoenix Suns. I can't tell you which game. We got a bunch of guesses out there as the Falcons break up a pass, but Snowflake will get it back. And they're going to say backcourt. I thought Falcons got a hand on it. Maybe not. 4:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 45-29. Snowflake in front of Alchesay. If you're listening on the radio, I would encourage you to go to our Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel. Not only can you see the live broadcast, but that's where you can comment and tell us what Mike Budenholzer's high school jersey number was in basketball. As you get a shot block by Ramona Gregg. Great hustle back on defense by Ramona to reject that shot. To tell us Mike's jersey number as a high school kid, high school basketball player, and if you get it right, you go into a drawing for tickets to the Phoenix Suns. There's an inbound, tipped away. And Alyssa Jim has it. Blind pass. And up the floor for the Falcons. There's a shooting foul committed that will send Linnea Lavender to the free throw line. Kennedy Stewart picks up her first foul today. There's that blind pass and then the outlet. Kennedy is going to try to prevent it. Little body there on the contact. And Lavender gets her first point today. Out goes Josie Clare for Snowflake. In comes Haley Westover. And 2 for 2 at the line for Lavender. I got away with a little travel there in front of the broadcast bench, and then eventually a travel is called. That might have been a makeup for not calling Hancock on her possible travel, alleged travel. And then Haley Westover was called to turn the ball over to the Falcons with now exactly 4 minutes remaining in regulation. 45-31. Snowflake's lead was, well, at least 19 at one point. That 3 misses. Quintero pulls down the rebound. Ramona Gregg works hard, get positioned down low, and she gets the shot as well. Ramona delivering for the Falcons, who have got this down to a 12-point game. Get a couple of stops, get a couple of buckets, and all of a sudden put some pressure on the Snowflake Lobos if they can do it. Inbound, Hancock. Stewart back to Hancock. And Nicole Hips has it. Trapped, but got rid of it. Denhalter, the turnaround, comes up short on the lefty. And an opportunity right here. Ramona Gregg comes out of there with it. Oh, no, sorry, that was Nashio. And look at this three from way out there. It's going to bounce around and go in. Use the glass maybe a couple of times. Linnea Lavender. And a huge three with 3:06 now remaining in the fourth quarter. And it's down to a single-digit lead for Snowflake, 9 points. As you see that thing, it hit the glass twice, didn't it? I mean, it's one thing to hit the glass once, but to hit the glass twice, now you're cooking with gas. That should be worth some extra points, don't you think? 45-36. Nicole Hips to the baseline left side, and the jump shot is good, and that'll quiet the Falcon fans down just a little bit on the Raya Denhalter shot. Boy, Raya looks so good on those mid-range jumpers, and it kind of defies my thinking a little bit, my imagination on the fact that the one possible weakness you get in Raya's game is her free throw shooting, and now she's going to go to the foul line after a Ramona Gregg personal. That's 3 in the game on Ramona. We find out, do I need a timeout? Do I need to take a timeout? I'll grab a timeout, everybody. And we'll continue our thought on Raya in a moment here. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
When it comes to paint, whether you're looking for interior or exterior paint, Dunn Edwards provides quality solutions to make all your painting projects look professional. And the home of Dunn Edwards in the White Mountains is Ace Hardware in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. Thanks to Dunn Edwards, Ace has the best interior paint for your home or office, and their exterior paint will stand up to the wear and tear of our tough seasonal weather. When it's time to paint, it's time to visit Ace Hardware of the White Mountains for high-quality Dunn Edwards interior and exterior paint and primer.
The gridiron is where teams come to battle and dominate. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders is that all-star teammate you need to dominate your project. They deliver all things dirt, from gravel, cinders, topsoil mulch, concrete materials, and more. Want to score big? Use the one that will get you that win. Perkins Cinders is helping you get a load of this.
Big thank you to Perkins Cinders for their sponsoring partnership of all of our activities here at the Sports Zone. Thank you to them. And Raya Denhalter goes to the foul line to shoot free throws for Snowflake. And Raya, perfect on that foul shot. Struggles a little bit at the foul line, though. And in the game, and that one off the mark there. Rebound and the putback, no good for Snowflake. Another miss. Denhalter got this one and couldn't make it. Gregg has it. Controls it for the Falcons. Let's see, Raya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Raya is 3 out of 8 at the line. But she shoots that mid-range jump shot so much better. I mean, she is so good from, I don't know, anywhere from 8 to 15 feet. It's like she just doesn't miss. And that complements all the other great things that she does for Snowflake. You know, if you get her to maybe improve that free throw shot percentage just a little bit more, I mean, she'd be the complete basketball player, wouldn't she? She does so many things so well for Snowflake. There's Raya Denhalter. What a great, and that player right there, she's just a junior, so she's going to be wreaking havoc and causing nightmares for coaches all across 3A basketball for not just this, but next year as well. Nice pass inside to Nashio. And Keone Nashio's got the shot. And now a ball out of bounds with 1:43 remaining here in regulation. Watch the pass go inside and find Keone. And Keone's got that make for the Falcons. They got 99 seconds left in regulation here. 10-point lead for Snowflake, 48-38, and they've got the basketball. On the left side, timeouts remaining. Snowflake has 2, Alchesay has 2. To the corner, Stewart lets it fly, and that shot is going to be no good. Rebound, Alyssa Jim. Outlet, Nashio Here come 4 defenders for Snowflake. Racing up, try to stop the action. And a hard foul will send the Falcons to the line. Guilty of the foul is Taylor Hancock. And that one's going to bounce in good for Nashio. Watch it again. Watch the 4 defenders converge. They're all chasing her down. Here they come. Here comes the posse. And Hancock makes sure that that one would not go in. Rebound off the miss. Belongs to the Falcons. Shot is good! Count the shot. And there's a foul there as well. Denhalter commits her 4th foul. We got 1:10 remaining in the game. Watch it right here. You got that contact on the mid part of the body. And somehow that one went in for Alyssa. Big free throw, unable to make it. Snowflake rebound. And it's going to be lost out of bounds by the Lobos. With 1:06 remaining. Snowflake wants a timeout. Watch the replay and watch the turnover, dribble it out of bounds. We'll grab a timeout, everybody. Return in a moment. Snowflake in front by 7. Northland basketball presented by Choice Broadband.
How would you like to be sitting on a beach under the palm trees with your feet in the warm sand and sitting next to the one you love? It's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Valentine's Special, and you could win a Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 plus $1,000 cash. Right now, with your insured windshield replacement, everyone can take that special person in their life out for 2 dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse.
Wow!
Then take them to the movies with 2 free theater tickets. And everyone's name, including insurance and cash jobs, will go in the hat for a chance to win a 5-night Royal Caribbean cruise for 2 and $1,000 spending cash. Don't miss out on steak dinners, movie tickets, and a cruise for 2 with $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day.
536-597. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cash Back. Woohoo!
Starting to rock here at the Lobo Gymnasium. What a comeback by the Falcons. Inside to Alyssa Jim, the lefty, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons and couldn't make that shot. They got it back. 45 seconds now remaining in regulation. Nashio on the baseline. She wants the shot, gets tied up. Jump ball, good defense. Snowflake stepping in there was Haley Westover to tie that thing up and give Snowflake possession of the basketball. 41 seconds left in reg. Denhalter racing across at the basket. The shot is up and it's good. Insurance right there from Denhalter. And Snowflake with a 9-point lead, and that's just about going to do it. 25 seconds left in regulation. Falcons get it inside, and it's good for Jim. Alyssa's got 18 points to lead the scoring for the Falcons, but it's not going to be enough. 10 seconds left, 7 points separating the teams. Snowflake 50, Alchesay 43. Down to 3 seconds. Falcons going to let it run out, and that's going to do it. Snowflake with a big 3A East region win over Alchesay, final 50-43. Here at home for the Lobos. With the victory, Snowflake is now 15-2 overall, and Alchesay is 10-9. 10-9. And the Sports Zone's player of the game to be announced. And, you know, you could easily give it to Ryan Denhalter for sure with 21 points to lead the way, but we're going with Rennell West. Rennell West, number 24. Rennell scored 12 points in what was, I think, the most complete game we've seen from Rennell so far. And her work down in the low post helps to lead. Helps lead Snowflake to their 15th win of the season. 15 wins already for this Lobos team, with a lot of January left to be played. It is loud here in Snowflake, isn't it? We're going to turn that down just a little bit, everybody, because we have to get geared up to speak to our Sports Zone player of the game. And I'll just pass her a microphone here. How about that right there? Let's see. No, maybe we go the other way. There we go. Get it right up there. Good. There we go. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can.
All right. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Here at Snowflake tonight in the girls varsity game, it is the Lobos with a victory over the Alchesay Falcons by a final of 50-43. Welcome back into Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. And we want to talk to our Sports Zone player of the game, which is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Helping to lead the way in a Lobo victory tonight was number 24, Renell West, chipped in with 12 points in the game. And a victory for Snowflake. Renell, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, you know, your team looks pretty good out there. You know, the Falcons gave you a good test, and they fought back in the second half. But you guys held on. You ladies held on for the win. Tell me about what it took down the stretch to stay in there, hang in there, and get the win tonight.
Yeah, for sure. We always talk about how we need to come in third quarter and how it's always a tough one for us. And I feel like we executed that well tonight, and that was a big part for us.
Renell, watching your game, I just feel like you are steadily improving. Every time I watch you, it feels like you play a better game. And tonight I thought you played the most complete game I have seen you play in the many times I've gotten a chance to look at you. I don't know if you agree with that comment, that sentiment or not, but tell me about the game that you felt like you delivered for Snowflake tonight, because I just thought you played well defensively, you were rebounding well, you scored well. Tell me about what your thoughts are.
I think I did well. It was kind of frustrating. I fouled out. It was annoying. But but yeah, I feel like it was one of my better games. I agree.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tell me about the tournament win for you and the ladies just a couple of days ago.
Oh, it was really fun. I have a lot of my family down there. It was a big win for us, and we're excited to go back next year, I think.
What was that tournament you guys played at?
It was the Pima, Thatcher, Stafford. They all got together and held a big tournament. I'm not sure what it was called, but
did that tournament do a lot for your team, do you think?
Yeah, we played some tough people in there like Pima and Fort Thomas, I think, and I think they'll be a big competitor in 2A, but I think it'll be good for us, that win.
You did a great job, your team did a great job, and you got a great win. Congratulations, Renell.
Thank you.
Renell West right there is the Sports Zone's player of the game, everybody. She helps chip in this one with 12 points. And want to mention Raya Denhalter scored 21 to lead the way for the Snowflake Lady Lobos. They win 50-43. The Sports Zone Player of the Game is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Well, now we get a chance to talk to the coach that directed the victory here tonight for the Lady Lobos. Courtside at Snowflake High School, and the girls' game is in the books now. Snowflake has defeated Alchesay here on this early January night. Lobo Gymnasium, final score 50-43. Northland basketball brought to you by Choice Broadband, and the head coach of Snowflake, Mike Brogan, is here with us. Hey, Coach, congratulations.
Boy, thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, your team did well tonight. You got out to at least a 19-point lead at the biggest margin, but the Falcons battled back. They got it down to 7 points in those final seconds of the game. But your ladies held on to the win. Tell me about the victory.
Yeah, it's we are playing really well in spurts, and we got to get a complete game put together. But I felt like that third quarter we played really well. I don't know if fatigue got us. We were in a little bit of foul trouble that fourth quarter. I think that hurt us a little bit. But Alchesay's got a lot of pride. Really successful program. You knew they weren't just going to go away. Being a conference game, first one of the year, we're just happy to get the win, and we'll go back and look at some tape and figure out what we got to get fixed for that fourth quarter. But
Coach Brogan, the maturity of your team is really showing that they're getting better all the time, and no better example of that than Renell West, who we named as our player of the game. She had 12 points, a ton of rebounds, played great defense for you today, and your team looks good, but I thought Renell was a good example of how good you're playing.
Yeah, and I think that kind of shows when she went out with her fifth foul, you could kind of see the drop-off just because of how well she was playing tonight. I do, and that is certainly one of our strengths. We're getting contributions from, all five girls that are on the floor at any time, subs or starters. But yeah, Renell, from where she was at the beginning of the year to where she is now, has made tremendous strides. She's an offensive threat down there. She's really hard to guard. She's so big and strong and physical.
Coach, I think this is 12 wins in a row, if I'm not mistaken, for the Lady Lobos. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, since Chinley, that's probably right. Yeah.
12?
Yeah.
What does that say about the Lobos?
Well, I hope it. I hope we're not peaking a little too early, but we're still young, and I think we're going to continue to get better and better. We've won some tough games. We've beaten some teams that we're awfully proud to get those wins. So I think the future's awfully bright. We're sure excited to see where this season lands, but we got to continue to improve.
Coach, we're going to see you again Friday night. The Holbrook Roadrunners in town. We'll be back for that one, okay? And
well, that'll be great.
Enjoy your victory. Congratulations on the win over Alchesay.
Appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Floyd.
All right, Coach Mike Brogan right there, the head coach of Snowflake. Final score 50-43. The Lobos were led in scoring by Raya Denhalter, 21 points for her. Renelle had 12 points in the game. She was the Sports Zone's player of the game. Nicole Hips with 6 points tonight for Snowflake. JC Ballard had 4 points. 3 points tonight out of Harley Nichols, 4 points for, I mentioned JC Ballard, didn't I? And 2 points each for both Josie Clare and Kennedy Stewart. No, Josie didn't score. Sorry, it was Kennedy Stewart and Taylor Hancock. I'm trying to read my book here, and I'm trying to get it right for you. On the other side, great game by Alyssa Jim. She had 18 points in this one for Alchesay. And Keone Nashio with 12 points tonight for the Falcons, but it's Snowflake with the win. 50-43. The final, Snowflake is now 15-2 on the season, 11-game winning streak for the Lobos, and the Lady Falcons are now 10-9. Well, I want to thank our great broadcast team led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director tonight. David Simmons did a great job. And on camera up there, big Sean Ulvestad. Reminder that we'll end the broadcast of this game now and start a whole new broadcast for the boys' game. Snowflake and Alchesay coming up in a moment. Until then, everybody, God bless you. Thanks for joining us for our broadcast of Northland basketball, brought to you by Choice Broadband. Floyd Simmons here saying, join us in just a couple of moments for our next broadcast of Northland basketball.